Guys, it's Melissa here from Agrestic Acres. I'm reporting to you live from inside the chicken coop. Pretty exciting. So, why am I inside the chicken coop today? We've been out here slaving all day. I'm pretty dirty and gross. But I wanted to do a quick video to show you what was going on inside here. If you watched our previous videos, you know that we've been doing the sand litter method in our coop since the beginning. We did that from October when we put the birds out in the coop. And we used construction sand on the bottom, and then we used a pitchfork that had some wire attached as kind of a sifter, like a giant kitty litter scoop, to clean out the poop. And I would basically come out here every 2-3 days, and I would scoop the poop out and just put it in a bucket. It was really easy, it took about 5 minutes. Well, since we have gotten other chickens in the past couple months, the method has not been working as well. I'm going to show you in just a minute what's been going on here.
Okay, so since we got the other chickens, we added the additional 12, and then now we have additional 4 chicks that hatched. This does not look much like sand. The sand, as you can see, is very thin. We started with probably about good 5 inches thick of sand, and it's slowly been going away over time. So I was trying to figure out what to do. I was going to add more sand, but as you can see, there's straw everywhere. What happened is the new chickens that we got have been getting in the nest boxes. We had some chopped straw, which, by the way, don't like chopped straw. Would never buy that again, but I had bought it, and I wanted to use the bag up. They've been getting in the nest boxes, and they've been pulling the straw and the chopped straw out and making a big, huge mess of it. And even though I come in here and scoop it up a lot, it still just remains kind of like this. I actually cleaned this yesterday, completely, thoroughly, really, really clean yesterday. And when I'm cleaning it, I'm taking a lot of the dirt up with me, a lot of the sand up with me. So now there's less and less sand. We also have a lot more chickens going to the bathroom in here, so I have to clean it a lot more often. So while I like this method and while I would maybe do it again in the future, right now it is not suiting our needs because I feel like we have too many chickens. Our coop is 8 by 8, yeah, 8 by 8, 64 square feet, and we have 30 chickens. A little 32, I don't even know anymore, but we basically are at max capacity. So but that many chickens in here, you know, I need a method that's going to be easier and it's going to be less messy because this is kind of just not easy to clean. It never really looks clean, etc. So I'm going to switch to the deep litter method, which I know is the very common one that most people use, and I'm just going to go for it now because we have hardly any sand left. As you can see, there's like maybe a ½ an inch of sand left. I did scoop out extra yesterday, but I'm just going to turn it in now and get that going. All right, so here's what I'm using to convert our coop to the deep litter method, and it's easy. These are just bags from Tractor Supply. As you can see, they're $6 each, and then I have my diatomaceous earth, hi baby, that I'm going to sprinkle on the bottom floor of the coop. So I'm hoping with these bags to get about maybe 6 inches thick. That's what I've read. I do have another one in the garage if I need to add more. So we're going to take these into the coop and get started. So real quickly, what is the deep litter method? Obviously, this is my first time doing it. I have read a lot about it over the past couple years, but I'm going to give you just a basic. I don't feel like I have the experience yet to really dive into it, but basically the deep litter method is when you essentially make a compost inside your chicken coop. So you're thinking, doesn't a compost smell? Yeah, usually they do. So that's what I'm curious about. You know, I've read about this method. People say it doesn't smell. It's basically like using your chickens, which have great, make great fertile manure naturally, to make a compost in your coop, and they are stirring it up, they're mixing it up. So what happens is you start with about 6 inches of whatever your material is going to be. In my case, it's going to be the flake pine shavings. And they go to the bathroom, they stir it up, they kind of mix it all around in there. After maybe every few weeks, maybe a month is what I've read, you put additional shavings down. Supposedly it doesn't smell. If you put the fresh shavings down, supposedly it kind of keeps a barrier there, so the smell's kind of underneath. Now they do stir it up, they do, till the compost for you, and after a while, probably twice a year, you should get a coop full of compost. So why did we decide to switch? I showed you, obviously, the big reason was because the other method wasn't working for us. If something's not working for you, you definitely need to figure out a better solution because that's silly. The other reason was I was really curious about it. I know the deep litter method is a very common method people use. So I thought, I want to have the experience of this method so I can actually say I like this one better because, why I like which method better.
I didn't want to just stick with the same one, and since it wasn't working, it seemed like a great time to switch. So what I'm going to do now is get the coop set up, and we'll see how it goes.
So the first thing that I'm doing is sprinkling the diatomaceous earth all over the coop. I had some in the sand before, but I'm going to do more. And this will kind of keep the mites down, kind of keep the mites off the chicken, just make it a little bit cleaner inside of here. So they'll kind of stir this up when I put the flakes down, and we should be good to go. Folks, I feel like I'm drowning in pine shavings. So apparently 2 bags is plenty for this size coop. And of course I've already identified issues, which is that, you have the door here. So you might need to put a board so that the compost doesn't go out the door. I'm just going to kind of see how that goes for now. And then I have the actual door that I'm supposed to come in here over here. Now, I won't need to come in as much. I do have the feeder in here, but this is the feeder that has the layer pellets, and I have it higher up so that none of the younger chickens can eat it. They have not been eating this very much. They mostly have been eating the flock feeder for everyone, and then I've been supplementing with grit, and they're all so curious at what's going on with grit and calcium outside. So yeah, it's just like a pile of fresh shavings. It smells really good right now. So we'll see how that works. That's Wendy, darling. She's an Easter egger. She's a very curious one. So it's not surprising that she's trying to figure out what's going on in here. And she's not sure if she wants to come inside yet. Hi, guys. All right, well, thanks for checking in with us today. We'll let you know how the deep litter method is going, and we'll be back soon with more videos. Have a great day.